And here we are back again. And you know, one of the nicest places to ever visit in our community, I think, outdoors in a historic site, is the Mabee Farm. We're not going to be talking so much about the Mabee Farm as per se, but we're going to be talking about Farm to Fork. And we have with us Kate Wolfram. She is the president, I believe. Right? Mm-hmm. Did I get that right?
Yes.
The president of the City Food Cooperative. And with her, she's brought Michael Diana, and he is the educator at Sch'dy Historical Society.
Yeah, that's
Is that correct? So you've been kind of working with Kat on this. Is that how that working? Or?
Oh yeah, it's a big cooperation between both of our organizations,
right.
And that even goes down to the very nitty gritty of actually threshing the rye and processing it. So
you're actually doing that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Get out.
Oh, no kidding. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, my. How exciting.
We had rye grown in the fields all year, and we harvested it not so long ago. And just last week, Kate, you were there, right?
Yep.
We brought the rye
You're making rye bread?
Well,
Yes.
we didn't make the rye bread yet. That's
I love rye bread.
Yeah, it'll be fresh. So we threshed it there at the farm.
We have a picture. That's why you sent me the picture
yes,
of the grain.
bread, the grain.
And you saw what I did. I put the grain in the background and with the two pictures. Yeah.
Yes. So then I'm passing off the grain, the flour to a baker at SCCC.
There
Paul
it is.
Krebs.
That's the show.
Yes, and he's making the bread. He's created a recipe to make the bread from the rye directly ground at Mabee Farm.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So we're really bringing farm to fork. A lot of the ingredients for the food are from the farm, and then what the critters have eaten there at the farm, we actually are sourcing from other local farms.
Okay. Well, the critters do get at things, don't they?
I
always put, whenever I used to do, I don't do a big garden now, but when I did, I always planted extra because I figured the rabbits are going to come in, and we had, all kinds of little critters, and let them take a little bit of it. I don't like it when they take a bite out of every tomato, though. That really makes me angry.
We've been mostly lucky with the critters this year. I think John, with his air rifle, he's our grounds guy. He usually keeps them, on the controlled side, But
use marigolds and fences, or what do you do?
Well, like I said, it's just John with an air rifle, and
an air rifle.
Yeah, it's a little. I don't want to get
serious.
Here. Yeah.
He's serious. No, I don't do that.
But anyway. Squirrels and woodchucks.
Right. So, Kat, with the City Food Co-op, which you've been working on this, you've been on the show before talking about it. Tell me how that's progressing, because you were thinking of using that large building on Erie Boulevard. Is that still in your plans, or what are you thinking?
No, that really, when the casino came in, that kind of changed the environment. The downtown Schenectady environment changed a little bit. So we're looking around still. I watch for every vacant building and talk to developers and just keep abreast of whatever's available and what development is going on next to find out, so that when we're ready, we want to find out what's available at that time. So right now we have 218 members, and our first goal is 300. And when we get to that 300, that's the point that we'll choose a location and move forward with the next transition into the next stage, where we actually start fundraising and capital campaign fundraising.
Exactly.
And for now, we're just trying to bring a greater awareness to local food, and it's why the partnership between the Schenectady County Historical Society and the City Food Co-op works so well.
It works very well.
Because in the history of food, it is from the farm to the table, and so we would like to strengthen the local food culture, grow that local food culture, strengthen it towards sustainability and craftsmanship, and that's what we can do as an organization. And they're already in there, so
they're there and they're supportive.
They're
and Mary Zawacki and the entire team there is very supportive. And I want you to get your groundskeeper to get this fly.
Oh, yeah.
He's been bothering me all day here. But anyway, I think what you're doing to raise the awareness, my vision, of course, would be a nice, large apartment building with the whole downstairs area being the food co-op. Because wouldn't that be cool?
Absolutely.
Because people live in apartments, they don't want to have to drive if they don't have to.
Right.
That would be so cool. But
Right,
anyway,
walkable communities would be really a
well,
valuable thing.
that's so important,
Yeah.
and we've gotten away from that with all of our suburban living. And I think what's happening is we're seeing a resurgence in Schenectady, in other communities as well, of having more affordable living in apartments, although some of them are the high-end apartments in our community, which we need all of it. We don't need just one style. And I think you're going to be part of that. You know that, right?
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still working on that, so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, people need food, and that's like
And good food.
and good food, that's right.
Yeah,
so
we'll do that. So what else is going to be happening at that farm to fork? We're not just going to be eating rye bread, are we?
yeah, that's
With butter
no,
on it?
No, we got a whole menu.
Well, let's talk about
We
that.
got some music as well. I'm really looking forward to that. It's a local band. We have really all kinds of things going on.
Okay, so you're going to be, since you're into education, of course, will you have any, because sometimes they have people doing demonstrations, will they be doing that?
No demonstrations planned for right now
Okay.
because we don't want to, we need all of our hands on deck to make sure that the event runs smoothly. Those
Right.
demonstrations we usually save for our festivals, which
Oh,
we've had.
oh,
We
yeah.
just had our craft
You
festival.
just had your craft
We
one.
just had all those
Wonderful,
demonstrations,
yeah.
and we have the Fall Foliage Festival coming
Yeah.
up in October, so
Yeah.
we don't want to get people,
They're going to see it all
tired
the
of our
time.
demonstration,
Yeah, I've seen that before.
yeah, right?
We
so what are
definitely-
you doing for food then? Are you
Yeah.
having this is a fundraiser,
Right,
obviously.
right.
So what you're looking for is having an event, and we didn't say the date at all. I think it's Saturday, September the 16th, from 5 to 9. It is $50 a person. It's going to be in the Dutch barn. I'm sorry. And what kind of foods will they?
So we're having this fresh made bread and some salad from a local farmer, and then we're having a watermelon gazpacho, and
Oh, that sounds good.
yeah, it's really delicious. And then for the main meal, we're having chicken from a pastured farm near here, and West Wind Acres actually, and then we're having kale and braised kale and roasted root vegetables, and then a pumpkin custard for dessert with eggs
sounds
from
so
the
good.
farm,
Tasty.
from your
Oh, yeah,
eggs.
we got plenty of those.
Yeah,
Just
so the eggs on the
like
farm.
4 dozen just sitting in the fridge.
That's what we need. So
Well,
yeah, and we're having vegan options as well.
Okay.
So there's a
We
whole
could do-
vegan.
Yeah, we try to do that as well.
Correct.
And most of the times when we have vegetarian and vegan, there's a different style of eating, gluten-free.
Yes.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
always
all of
something.
it. We want to hit
of
all
it.
those.
And most people who have special needs can usually see what foods are being prepared, and they can, make a choice. And when you're talking about farm to fresh, I mean, these are all natural foods, so they,
Yes.
they haven't been processed, and there's a lot of other stuff in them. I
Right.
don't know what it is, but it's important to support organizations that are trying to bring healthy living, and because really it's about healthy living, healthy food, and not only that, but we're supporting the farms that are in the area.
That's right.
And we are a sustainable community because we have so many farms that provide us with different foods.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's really impressive. Like the
Yeah,
amount.
I'm sorry
of,
about the
Oh
fly.
no, it's fine. He's my friend now. The number of kind of like locally grown and processed foods, like when you talk about the local breweries here, just all that kind of stuff that's coming.
And
to Schenectady
wineries, too,
And
now.
wineries,
Yeah.
it's just I think it's a really great time to be in Schenectady. If you're very food conscious, if you're very health conscious, I think now is a better time than ever before.
Absolutely, and we have a lot of restaurants that are focusing on having foods that are natural and organic, and it's really important for us to be thinking that way. And I love what you're doing. I absolutely
you.
love what you're doing, and I hope
I'm
you
very excited.
so much success for you. And I want to see that apartment with all the entire downstairs being your
awesome.
food co-op. It would be so great.
Yes.
And you could be there
Thank
too.
Oh yeah, I'd be happy to visit. Yeah.
Shoo the flies away.
Yeah, right. That's put up some paper, little strips there.
Oh no, that sounds terrible. We've been talking with Kat Wolfram and also with the Educator from the Schenectady Historical Society, and we're so happy that they were both, Michael Diana was here with us, and we can find out more about that. And if you want to support an organization that's doing a lot of fun things, and which would be the Historical Society, and things that will improve your life and make life really so much better for you, eating healthy foods, Kat will tell you all about that, and check out the Farm to Fork at the Mabee Historic Site. We're going to take another quick break, and on a more serious note, we're going to be talking about suicide prevention. Please stay tuned. I'm Ann Perillo.